I cannot believe I am sharing this story. I have been in this apartment for over 3 years. It's really been difficult here. When I got this place in 2021, I remember sharing pictures here on YouTube, and a lot of you were telling me, oh Vicky, don't pay for that house, because the house was in a mess when I got it. I thought it was where I wanted to stay, so I went ahead and I paid for it, and I've been here for the past 3 years, and I promise you it has been a well just sucking money from my hand, because there's always one repair to do or another, or re-repair, if that's like a word. So I have come to this place where I think I regret the decision of moving here. You know, when I came here, I had this vision of how I wanted the place to look. I have always had this idea of having my dream space as a single before eventually moving into my family home and all of that. Where I am right now, moving is not really an option because this is mid-year. It takes like a whole 1 year rent for you to get a new space, and that's super expensive. So I guess I'm stuck here, like just basically. The most frustrating time for me in this apartment is during the rainy season. This is what happens during the rainy season. When it rains, water just slides down. It cannot be fixed. I can actually think about the amount of money I have put in trying to make this water thing stop, but I have never achieved that. Every other time the rain just comes down. I can't go further to explain the dynamics. It's just going to take time. Another thing is, when I came here, there's this outdoor space which is very massive and it's in the shade. I thought I was going to use that. Well, not like I thought. I actually used it as my studio for makeup and for photography. But I had like this very beautiful idea of how I could transform that space. I started doing the work, but the fact that the house leaks just destroyed some of the efforts that I started putting, and it's just been really frustrating seeing the money that I put into that space just go to waste like that, and I really cannot help it. Another thing that happens here, even though this year it's been different, like I'm really shocked at where I am, is that during the rainy season, water doesn't come. Water doesn't come. You'd expect that during the rainy season the tap is going to be flowing and all of that, but water doesn't come during the rainy season. But this year has been an exception. I think I like the amount of water that comes into the house now. For those of you who followed my journey into this space and you were anticipating the final result of how I was going to transform the place and all of that, another thing that just frustrates me is that since it's a very old house, the wood, like we have the ceiling, we have the doors, they have this thing that come out dusty every time, so it makes that you have to clean the house like always. You have to clean the bed, it falls on the bed and all of that. It's really frustrating. Sometimes I'm just like, hey God, who has so sent me? Sometime in the January of 2022, I shared a story of how there was a fire incident in the house. My little sister and I were here, and then there was just a fire incident outside, just out in the space where I used as a studio. Cables burned. We didn't know what to do, but the thing just went off, and we were like, hey, wait. So when we got the technician to explain to us what was happening, he said it was because the cables were old and they needed like replacement. So because of that also, there's always an issue of low voltage or high voltage. I'll sit sometimes and then there's going to be like high voltage, and then if you switch on the lights, you just hear your bulb do toof. And then the same thing when there is low voltage, the bulb is trying to come on, it's flickering and it still destroys the bulb. So there's been those moments where I'm just like, oh wow, just wow. I've lost light. My ring light, I lost it because of these undulating things. After you fix one thing, another thing is bad. The money I would have taken to complete the furnishing, I'm taking to redo stuff. Ooh. So that's been the situation. Right now, the situation on ground is that I don't have light. I thought it was a thing of my house, but I am realizing that it's a thing of the neighborhood, which also is because of the kind of houses that are around here. Like, they are very, very old houses. When next I am looking for a house, I don't want to leave this place and look for another house. I want to move into my husband's house. Like, since Saturday, we've had like low voltage. Many of my appliances in this house like just got bad because of high voltage or low voltage or something like that. I just thought it was a matter of just the house and all of that, but I just realized, because I've seen some Sonel, oh, sorry, some snack. Is it Sonel? I've seen some Eneo. Where I've seen some Eneo guys on poles, like on poles in my neighborhood, so I just need to get to one of them to come check what's happening in my own area. That's since yesterday. I kept hoping that the thing was going to regulate on its own, because it's not the first time that that's happening, you know. But since Saturday, today is Monday, the things in my fridge defrosted. Is that a word? So I have like a big pot of meat right now, big pot of smoked chicken that was in my fridge that I'm boiling right now. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll boil and then I fry, and I don't know. All the other things that were in the freezer, like, I'm forced to cook things that I wished could stay longer, because I knew the light was going to come back, since it's something that is, I don't want to say recurrent, but it happens like that. So I bought my fruits for the week, my pineapple, watermelon, mangoes. I've eaten like most of the mangoes because I don't know how to store. I don't want to store in those children. Hey, if I just was somebody, because I don't want to keep it for long, it's going to get bad and all of that. But I see my fruits, they are not in the fridge. It's paining my neck. I see a pot of chicken that I am boiling, and my neck, I am super frustrated. If I was those children, now I'm just trying to weigh the advantages and the disadvantages. My house is really close to the road. I can film. Hello, yeah, come in. That's like one of my neighbor's kids. Positive, I am close to the road. I have like good lighting to film. Like the main issue I have is just the living. I have many issues in this place, but like the main issue I have now, which is draining me, is the leakage on the walls, like in the living room. Like it's just something. I just got my carpenter today and we're talking about like changing the roof. When he gave me like the bill of everything I had to do today, some other things I had to do, like my office table. Abba, if you know any Abba Franklin, if you know any Abba Franklin in your area, tell him that he's the one to pay for this table, because Abba spoiled my table. If you know him, get this message to him. Abba, you owe me some money. I want him to do like a shoe rack for my guest room, and then to just work on the toiture again. Yeah, so that's the things that I'm working on. But now that I'm actually thinking about it, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. I have lights, like this is natural light. I have lights coming in, I can film. I have space, I like space. What am I doing with the space? It's pretty much empty. I have liberty to just try whatever rubbish I want to try on the walls and everywhere and all of that. So what do I do? You people should pray that my husband should come and carry me, go where I don't know. I feel like today is a bad day to rant, because the lighting in this place is super good, and I don't know, like the days when I get gloomy and like on rainy days, I'm just like, qui m'envoyer. Lately I've been filming here a lot. Do I look like a madman? See, I have no words, but God is going to bless my mom and dad, because what kind of amazing parents are these? They sent me a bag of food. Somebody in my hometown, I don't know how my mom heard that she was coming to Yaoundé or something. Oh, I think she told my mom. This is the second time she's bringing something from the village for me. So when she told my mom that she was coming, my mom sent her this bag of food to come give me. Mama fried gari, and then Daddy made oil, but I don't know if Daddy sent me oil. I don't know. So let me just see in the bag. I think it's pear, avocado. Like where I will start. Hey, you see this thing that we give to pigs in my home? We feed the pigs with avocado, we feed the rabbits, we feed, you know. I don't buy it in Yaoundé. I don't buy it, because this like that, they'll tell you 500 for one avocado. No, I don't buy it. So all the luxury of eating avocado ends at home. Like, please. I think it's avocado and gari. This is plenty gari. Okay, who do I call? I need to share it with somebody. If I keep all of it, I can't keep it for my God, where this woman? Like all of this, It's Gary. Oh my Jehovah. I know what I'm going to call. Hey guys, good morning. My face is swollen because I haven't washed my face. We had an all night yesterday in church, and then I came back. I have slept and slept and slept. As I woke up, I'm eating. The last time I was in front of my camera, I was complaining that we did not have light and everything in my fridge was defrosted. All the meats I had to boil and find a way to forcefully cook the meat, and I did not really like that. Normally I do not cook beans. I do not cook beans with meat, but because of the light issue, I am cooking beans with meat. I don't do that. Like, you needed to see me like the last day before light came. I was so frustrated because I saw all of those things that I had kept in the fridge get soft, and I did not appreciate. One thing that a freezer does is that it helps you, maybe like in a day when it's rainy and all of that, and maybe you don't have the time or the resources to go to the market like that, so you have your things in your freezer that you can just take out and cook. But if the freezer is depleted, like, it makes no sense. My friend Laura is traveling tomorrow out of the country, so today I am spending her last day in Cameroon with her. So I had to go out of the house to just be with her, you know, through every last thing that she was doing. I said this day I also had the opportunity to meet some other friends like Ebu and Celeste, but my head was not clicking. I should have vlogged the entire process. So this small patch is me just trying to save the memories of that day, and then this is also to announce to you all that I am done with the recording of my song, and I did a visualizer for the song. So the song is going to be up here with you any day from now. Please show up when the song comes out. Please, please, please stream, buy, support.